Today, I'm delighted to show you another phenomenal deck from Patrick Valenza. Now, Patrick's work can grow on you. It's certainly growing on me. I find it to be sort of like a marriage between the absurd and comedy. My first reaction to Deviant Moon was, oh, I wouldn't want that. That's too dark. But then I bought it, and after I looked at the images for a while, I fell in love with it, like most people do. This deck is the Trifoni Della. It's the illustrated Pip edition, and this is the Italian version. The English version, I believe, is out of print, so I ordered this, and I don't know how many they're producing, but it's the same deck, it's just in Italian, which I really don't speak. So, even if my last name is Visconti. But anyways, it came out of the box, it came with this card, which is interesting. This artwork appeals to me because I like old European and medieval tarot cards, and it's something I might be interested in. I was on Patrick's website, Deviant Moon, and I couldn't find the cards on there, but hopefully he's got them. So he's done a brilliant job, and I'm delighted to show this to you. This deck comes with a lot of extra stuff. There's 10 extra cards. There's 7 extra devil cards, and there's 3 extra majors in addition to that, which I'll show you all of them. But this is the first card, and this backside is in English, and it gives a little description there. So that was kind of nice. And might as well begin. We have a fool passing some gas. So you see the humor in these cards. It's clearly evident. And I just love it. I just love it. And we have our magician. We have our high priestess. We have our empress. And she does appear to be pregnant. Our emperor. And we have the Hierophant or Pope. Our lovers. The Chariot. Justice. The Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. And we have Strength. The Hanged Man. And we have, what am I think? Death. Temperance. And this is my devil card for this deck. I chose a female devil simply because it's so unique, and I haven't seen it in, I don't think any decks. Maybe there are some, but this is one of the options. There's 7 other devils, 8 in all, and this is the one I chose. And we'll see all 7 additionals. The Tower. This is one of the extra cards, but I kept the original because it made much more sense. So this is This is the original in the deck, and I didn't put the optional card in the deck. Now this one, the star, I did replace. This is one of the extra cards, and I really dig it because it's astronomy, and the time period of these cards, what time period they're trying to represent. Astronomy was a big thing back then. So I really dig that star card. It's actually probably one of my favorite star cards. And we have the moon and the sun. It's a great card too. And we have judgment, and this one is the replacement. The other judgment was conventional with the trumpets and two angelic beings. So I chose this one because it's so unique, and it speaks of Patrick's work 100%. Okay, then we have the world. And we move on to wands. We have our ace, the 2, the 3. Sorry about the camera bump. I'm working in a confined space today, so you have to forgive the bumpy camera. I have the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7 of wands, our 8 is probably the most pip looking card in the deck, so it does get better. Got the 9 of wands and the 10. Have our page or knave. I'm going to refer to them as pages. The knight. We have the queen. And the king of wands. Next, we move on to cups. We have a great ace of cups here. Got our 2, romantic couple. Our 3 of cups. More gas going on here. We have the 4. The 5. 6 of cups. The 7. The 8. The 9. The 10. And our page. The knight, very artful style there, in lieu of a horse, quite imaginative. We have our queen and the king of cups. Next, we move on to swords. We have our ace. We have the 2, the 3, nice big red heart. Have the 4, the 5 of swords, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Swords, and move on to the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Swords. Next, we have our suit of coins. And I'm referring to them as coins instead of pentacles because that's what they are. Okay, have our Ace, the 2 of coins, have our 3, now these cards, he does a really good job on the card stock. They are a bit glossy, and they do have a tendency to slide around, as you can see. But the card stock is very conventional for Patrick, what he usually uses. Maybe a matte would be a bit better, but I'm really no one to say. But I think a matte would be a bit better. We have our 4 of coins, our 5, have the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, 10, our Page coins, we have the Knight, the Queen, and the King of coins. And now we move on to the extra cards. This is a Tower card, and I went for the original card in the deck with the conventional Tower instead of this, because this reminds me too much of a wand for some reason, but there it is. And this is the Star card that was in there, and I took the Astronomy card with the guy with the telescope, if you can remember, and I used that. And this is a Tower card, and I think the original is what I used, yeah. And we have Devil cards, and I'm going to lay them out so you can see them all at once. Okay, this is one of the Devils, and this is Judgment. This I took out and replaced it with the other Judgment card with the beast and all the people are inside his mouth. Okay, we have another Devil card, and another. Any of these Devil cards are great. Any one you select will work. Okay, and our other Devil card. That reminds me of the Chariot from Deviant Moon for some reason. Remember that card? Yeah, okay. And this is the 6th Devil card. And finally, the 7th. That's a great card, too. So, that pretty much wraps up the deck. I hope you've enjoyed this. And I'm not an expert on cards, so I don't see what everyone else sees in the deck because I don't really read. I just love artwork, so I collect. But anyways, I wish you blessings and peace. And Remember, above all, to love where you haven't loved before. It's so important. And thanks so much for watching.